Welcome to this video, a Christmas video, 15-minute chess. Something more relaxing for those festive days. Let's see, playing without chess from the US. A bit of a drastic rating difference here. Sometimes happens in the 15-minute pool. There are not so many players in for this time control, unfortunately. Alright, we have the Pirc defense, and he chose a rare line, knight bd7, against the Austrian attack with f4. Not really sure why it is called the Austrian attack. Don't know any Austrian player associated with this. Okay, yeah, well, e6 is a move that comes to mind in this position. Knight d7 is very rare, allowing e5, but I recently saw that Ivanchuk had played this, so there is probably some point to it. But knight g4 is a strange one. If I go e6, f takes e6, knight g5. The knight is hanging, and there's knight takes e6, winning the exchange. So this is basically a double attack, unless he plays knight df6, covering this knight on g4. And then I could play h3. h3, knight h6, g4, stuff like that. That's tricky. If I start with knight g5, yeah, it's not bad. I could also play h3 and g4, pushing it back on the edge. But he's got c5. This is a bit. This is annoying. Interesting. I'm not so sure that I should really go for one of the direct refutation tries. Maybe here, intending e6. Then I can play c5. Still there's e6. Okay, I'll play that. I already spent too much time here. Yeah, and then there's this quick move that's not really critical, that one. Okay, the question is h3 and g4, or I mean I can basically play that all the time. Yeah, let's prepare long castles. As I'm going to go h3 and g4, I really like to castle long here. Oh, that's a bit shocking, this move. Why would you give up your strong piece like the bishop for the knight? Okay, well, I need to recapture. Yeah, that's really a remarkable move. Yeah, well, this is almost winning for white, I think. Just too much. Too much going on here. Oh, yeah, now he's even giving up the option to break in the center with c5. Breaking up the center. And I'm quicker on the d file. Okay, Yeah, well, this is very nice for white, but how do you actually win the game? I like the idea to play f5, but knight e5 is not helping. Ah, wait, I have a much simpler solution probably. Let's yeah, I can play that. Okay, g5. This is a longer variation, but a very convincing one. Yeah, attacks the knight. It only has this square. Now I go bishop to e1, attacking the queen, and the queen only has h5. Then I exchange on h5, take f5, and d7 is gone. So I can basically remove both bishops on the d file and win the knight on d7. He has no real escape here. He could... interesting. Is this saving the piece? Yeah, well, not really. I have more than one good move actually. Even queen e4 is good. Yeah, attacking the queen is still attacked, and I'm just taking the knight. Yeah, the Pirc's defense, or the modern defense with d6, g6, is an opening where you really cannot afford much leeway.
Check.
It's also the kind of opening that a stronger player always welcomes. If the opponent, let's say you're outrating your opponent quite clearly, you're always glad if he plays such an opening. It's almost guaranteed that you have some space advantage and control the game. Yeah, he just gave me just gives me more material. And even that one I can take.
Check.
Yeah, this was a bit of a mismatch, but the 15-minute pool always
check.
Yeah, suffers from this slide problem. Yeah, maybe I can finish with a neat mate. If he takes f4, I can take f8 and mate him. It's quite nice.
Check.
Oh, spoiled sport. Yeah, cannot really move much. Only pawns. Maybe I can set up a Zugzwang.
Draw offered.
Oh no, come on. Yeah, it won't. He needs to move the bishop sooner or later, and then I have queen g8 mate. Yeah, now he needs to move the bishop, and there's queen g8 mate, or the king moves and then queen f8 mate. Only those two.
Checkmate.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a provisional game for him, so it's not played many games. Oh, he's got far lower ratings in 5 minutes, like 1200. New to this server. Yeah, well, it happens in those time controls. Yeah, the problem with those kind of opening is that you don't stake any claim in the center, which is not a general problem, but you really have a very small margin for error. Every misstep can be very costly, and if we look at the game, we see that really quickly. Oops, no, that's too much. really quickly he got into trouble. And here e6 was tempting, but look, this was the line I was considering. I'm not so sure that this is great. He has this route to get the knight back and actually challenge my piece on g5. This is of course playable for white, let's say here. Something like that. It's a playable position, of course. But I wasn't sure that this is really, yeah, so convincing. It's not a bad move. Queen e2, strengthening. And this this feels too passive, really. The move black wants to play is c5. I'm not sure that it is playable because of e6. This was my idea anyway. Ah, interesting. The computer suggests c takes d4, e d7, bishop d7, knight d1 and queen b6 with some compensation for the piece. Yeah, this is an interesting suggestion. It's not full compensation, but it gives some practical chances. The computer is on +1 for white, 1 pawn, not too much. Yeah, this is an interesting defense. Much more active and as well. Yeah, again c5 is the move, but he simply never plays it. But, yeah, well, around here it's very tricky. After that, black is almost losing, I guess. Yeah, the computer is very pessimistic now. And it gives queen c6 as a move. That's really a good one, to be honest. It blocks the c-pawn, and this is the only counterplay black is intending. I mean, this is not bad as well, but queen c6 is a strong move. Okay, yeah, this is too passive. Yeah, and after that, it's a material win already. The relatively best defense is knight takes e5 here. And the key line is that one, of course. Winning the knight with an overwhelming position. Yeah, and now he's just
check,
giving away material. And so whole queen down. Yeah, well, this is a risky opening against a player that outrates you largely. Well, probably you will lose anyway, but this is quite often not helping. A more solid choice of opening is probably a better try. All right, thanks for watching and have a nice Christmas day, of course.